Hi, glad to see you're back. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. Today I have a video for you. This is part 2 of my study tips videos. So if you have not seen that video, go ahead and watch that video now. I will link it up in the description box. Go see my general study tips and then come back to this video so you can see how I implement or use those study tips. So now I am going to move on to the part where I talk about how I study, how I myself study. While I am in class, I will print out my PowerPoints, because all my professors, they upload PowerPoints and that's what they go by. This is where I keep my material. So let's say like this PowerPoint, concepts relating to nursing, and it's just like a history lesson. So I would print these off and during class I will write notes on the PowerPoint. So why I print off my PowerPoint is because I like to work smarter, not harder. So if there's information already on the PowerPoint, I'm not going to write notes on that again. As I am looking at those PowerPoints, I am jotting down notes. Now these notes are not neat notes. They are rushed and just me trying to get down everything the professor says that's not on the PowerPoints. So yeah, we'll just talk about this. So on the sides, I will say which slide it came from. That's the notes that I am taking on it. And I will take notes. And then, yeah, so slide and notes, slide and notes. So then I move from this, so I have my PowerPoint and the original notes, and I add it to this binder. So in this binder, I have a key. So this is how I know, like all my titles are in this greenish color, all the terms are in purple, all the definitions are in blue, because I heard if you write in blue, you'll remember it. And I don't know how true that is, but hey, no harm in trying it out. And then any examples or page numbers, extras are going to be in this pink color. So I will put my PowerPoints in a sheet protector, and like as you see, writing on the PowerPoint, extra information that wasn't on there. And then I will rewrite my notes. So I'll write, so the first 2 slides are just titles, so I don't need to worry about those. Slides 3 through 5 are just on the PowerPoint, so that all I need to do is look at the PowerPoint. Slide 6, this is extra information, and I have the page number in the book where it's found. And then slide 7 is just on the PowerPoint, and it's a picture. And then slide 8 is where I ended up having some terms. So these are sticky notes. So what I do, I write down the term. Remember, the terms are in purple and the definitions are in blue. So I write down the term so that when I go to study, I can just lift it up and I can say, okay, what is the clinical model? I can say what I believe it is. Then I can lift it up and read what it actually is. So this way, I won't see the definition to give me any hint first. I just have the term. So this will make sure that I know that term, that I know that definition. So those are what my notes look like. So what I will do, I would come home, make sure I get my snack. I'll get like a fruit cup, some water or granola. One, because I was in a class, human anatomy class, and so for our exams our teacher would give us peppermints or like little candies because the glucose helps you think. So the sugar helps you think. So I would do that. I'll set up my notes. So every day after class, what I will do, I'll bring out the PowerPoints for that day that we went over and the notes that I took in class, and I sit down and I rewrite those notes into the binder with the colors. And as I'm rewriting it, I'm thinking through it, thinking about it, talking through it, talking out loud as I am writing. If I have a voice recording, I will listen to that voice recording. And remember, I'm using those intervals on Be Focused. So I'm doing it for, usually if I'm rewriting my notes, it'll be the 25-minute intervals. Now if I'm sitting down and I'm going back over it and I'm studying for the test, it'll be 45. So I rewrite and do that basic reinforcing what I learned every day. And then once I get closer to the test, I take extra time and it's just for study. I use sticky notes to cover up my terms. I make sure I record the class and I listen. I go back and listen to it, and I like that too because even if like I'm out somewhere or if I'm like in the car, I can plug that into my car and I can listen to that lecture while I'm driving somewhere. So voice memos, voice recording, really good because you can take it anywhere you go. Also, Quizlet is really good. You take out the time, you make yourself a flashcard deck, or if you find someone who had your class, I'm pretty sure there's someone who had that class, that teacher, same school that you're in, who have made a flashcard set. So you can search for that class, that course, and study flashcards if you don't ever want to make them yourself, and you can study those anywhere you go from your phone. And I really do recommend the Be Focused app. So during this time, so I'm doing that, so I'm studying for that interval. Then on my breaks, so for my breaks, I'll either look at my calendar, seeing what I need to do next or what's coming up next. I would either walk around, stretch. I have this app, and I will show you this app. It is called Headspace, and so I do this sometimes because studying can be stressful. It really can be, and if it's a lot of information, like you can get overwhelmed in a sense of anxiety. So I use Headspace, and it's a meditation app. So I use the breathe one. It's just like deep breathing, and it'll say, okay, so breathe in, breathe out, think of this, think of that, and it's really calming. And basically I use breathe one because I have the free version and that's all I get, but it really works for me. And lastly, if you really are a visual learner, you like to see little cartoons, I recommend Picmonic, and it is an app where it's for nursing. It's like nursing and medical, so if you're like in nursing school, I really recommend this one for you because it has little video clips of the different subjects. So I'll do lung sounds. Let's do the bronchi.
The lung sounds known as bronchi can be recalled by the lungs with a stethoscope hearing a rattle. This abnormal sound is heard by auscultation over the trachea and bronchi, shown by the trachea and broccoli. Bronchi resemble a low-pitched rumbling or snoring sound. Some may describe it like a gurgling sound.
And I'm just gonna stop it there, but it is a really, really good app to use. It has all different like subjects and topics for you to go over. I used it when we went through like the cranial nerves, and that really helped me out. So that brings me to the end of this video and the end of part 2. I hope that both of these videos really helped you out. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Go ahead, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until my next video, bye.